built some heavy boards before, but this Neo80 Cu, it showed me that I am long overdue visiting my friend Jim. Yep, you need to work out to own this keyboard. Hey everyone, welcome back to Scoop Bar. Today we're looking at the Neo80 Cu, Neo Studio's latest flagship under the Cu series, made in collaboration with QwertyKeys. It's your classic 80% TKL layout with a copper bottom, celestial design theme that Neo has been doing, and zero phone dependency. Basically, it's built for people who want raw acoustics and overbuilt weight. The Cu line has always drawn attention, especially after the Neo75 Cu, and this 80% feels like Neo's most serious push into the premium territory yet. If you enjoy deep looks into boards that balance character and performance, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss what's next. We also have affiliate links in the description below if you want to support the channel. So first things first, this board is heavy. It's an 80% TKL available in wing key and wing keyless layouts, an 8-degree typing angle with an 18mm front height. Once built, it weighs about 4.5 kilos. No, you heard it correctly, 4.5 kilos. You really feel it when you try to lift it. It's like holding a copper ingot that also happens to type. Mounting options, you can go Poron gasket, silicone gasket, or top mount, though top mount only works with plates. The hot swap PCBs come in tri-mode, wired, Bluetooth, and 2.4 GHz, or wired only, plus a solder option for the purist. VIA compatible, 1.6mm thick, and no per key RGB. Pricing starts at $209.99 USD for the plateless solder kit, and you can mix in plates like aluminum, polypropylene, carbon fiber, and PEI. Let's start with a baseline. Here's how the Neo80 Cu sounds compared to our control board, the Neo65 Cu. Same switches, same aluminum plate, both gasket mounted. Take a listen and see what differences you pick up. Neo Studio sits under QwertyKeys, and they really come on their own, having their own design language and reputation for value proposition. The Cu series, named for copper, pairs an aluminum top with a copper or brass bottom, creating that unmistakable copper bottom deep tone. They clearly listened to feedback since the Neo75 Cu, new plate cuts, refined gasket slots, and smaller rubber feet to tone down desk resonance. Machining quality remains excellent, especially on the finish like Ruby Rose, which shifts color in different lighting. If I were to have one pink board, it will definitely be this. Everything about this board orbits the idea of continued improvements. The star ring accent is the first giveaway. A triple-edged aluminum planet surrounded by a mirror finish stainless ring that actually floats under the top case. It's subtle, but the details are incredibly nice. Flip it over, you get that compass-inspired stainless weight, which stretches all the way to the USB port, framed by copper and aluminum layers. The slope where they meet makes the board slimmer than it is. Neo even reworked how the gaskets seat, no adhesives, just machine grooves that hold the Poron strips snugly in place. You can swap or replace them without fuss. To me, this is the standout for this board. Poron gaskets just give a different compressed sound signature than silicone gaskets, but the designers at Neo made the Poron gaskets reusable without adhesive. Inside, the copper bottom hides an acoustic chamber with integrated force brake pads, helping isolate sound and prevent metallic ping, like older Neo boards were known for. And I'm glad they continued to not integrate the ball catch system for the CU line. The ball catch system does trade sound and acoustic fidelity for convenience due to pings that come with the design. 9 colorways launched this round: black, slate blue, teal, jade, gray, silver, Mont Blanc, dusty rose, and the headliner, ruby rose. The copper and stainless finish contrast beautifully against the anodized top. Weight options include brass, copper, and several stainless steel finishes: mirror silver, gunmetal, champagne, and dusk PVD. The dusk finish has random gradient shifts, so each board is slightly different, tiny imperfections that make each one feel personal. Plates are equally stylized. The PEI plate glows amber under keycaps, while the glossy chamfered aluminum plate even has little planet engravings near the aero cluster. I will say, I would love to see Neo offer matching bottom case color options, not just copper or brass. Let's talk about feel and acoustics, because that's where this board truly flexes. The copper bottom, stainless steel weight, and chamber design all merge into a dense, low frequency tone. It's that thunk meets thok sound that you only get from heavy metal builds. The smaller rubber feet does help kill some of the extra thud that the Neo75 Cu was known for. Between the 3 mounting styles, the Poron gasket hits the sweet spot for me. Soft bounce, no stickiness, silicone gives a sharper rebound, and the top mount feels the firmest. Now, the mounting style does change the sound quite a bit. The following sound tests were using the same Neo80 Cu build, just different mounting points: Poron, silicone, and top mount. I'll play them back to back. I'd love to hear from you which one is your favorite. Plate materials can also impact how the board will sound. PEI is high-pitched, almost crispy sounding. Aluminum gets that balanced pop, and carbon fiber dampens some of the resonance while remaining bright sounding. Polypropylene highlights the high and lower frequency. Let's compare the plates next. Same switches, same Poron mount, but one's aluminum and the other is PEI. Listen how the tone and resonance change. Typing on this thing feels stable and heavy. You can sense that this board is not going anywhere. I did hear a slight ping on the enter key when built with aluminum plate, It's interesting because it pings even when the whole assembly is out of the case, so it's not an issue of case ping or bottoming out. I've rebuilt it twice and could not figure out the culprit. If you have an idea why this is happening, please let me know in the comments down below. It's subtle, so it's not something you will really notice unless you press your ear up to the board. Also, a couple tips. If you're using screw and stabs, install the enter first, then right shift, or they will collide. And maybe grab a few extra Poron strips. They're small and easy to misplace and may deform over time. We are in a strange moment for TKLs right now. Everyone's releasing one. You got heavy boards, modular boards, ones with more mounting options than you will ever use. So where does the Neo80 Cu fit in? For me, it's about longevity and dependability. Neo and QwertyKeys have proven that they will actually support their boards for years. If you want a spare PCB down the line or a new plate to experiment with, you can get it. If your cat decides that it wants your attention by baptizing your keyboard in coffee, you can rebuild it without hunting after market parts on Discord. That kind of sustained ecosystem isn't common in this hobby. So, this board's for people who want to invest once and build confidently. It's for the ones who care about sound, build quality, and support, less about chasing the newest board every few months. If you want something solid, serviceable, and timeless, the Neo80 Cu's got that staying power. And for the final test, here's something fun. 2 switch types on 2 different plates, long pull versus full travel, both on Poron mounts. Give them a listen and let me know which one you like. The Neo80 Cu carries the soul of earlier Cu boards, but polishes every rough edge. Better Poron implementation, integrated force breaks, refined play cuts, and richer anodization. It's Neo Studio's most mature design yet. Still, its quirks remain. It's heavy, pricey, and unapologetically bold. I actually love seeing the evolution of the Neo series. Neo's been iterating thoughtfully, from the Neo75 Cu's quick release change that improves sound to the smaller rubber feet here that tone down the deep thuddiness. I'd encourage them to experiment with lighter weights next time. It could brighten the overall tone and let the plate material influence the sound more. The current mass does kill any hollowness, but it also deepens the board in a way not everyone may prefer. Heavier weight does have its place in the keyboard design. It gives the board a more premium feel and kills any hollowness, but I think it needs to be used with finesse. Like all things, too much of a good thing can become bad. In cooking, salt is good. When it's not enough, the food is bland. But when it's too much, it becomes unedible. The magnetic badge and the bottom weight is still quite divisive, but I respect the engineering. I try not to comment too much on aesthetics because honestly, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But for the QK and the Neo team, please switch over to ZMK firmware for wireless so it's compliant without losing functionality. ZMK is designed for wireless and can easily double the current battery life. Angle screws will also make the assembly smoother, or at least make them magnetic. We know QK can pull that off given they actually already did that on the Hex 80. Also, consider making the polypropylene plate black to hide it better under keycaps. It will make clean builds look even more polished. But then again, perfection's overrated. If this board speaks to you, maybe it's your next grail. Just don't forget to order those extra Poron gaskets. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next build.